Welcome everyone to the first ever uncut from start to finish episode of Tshirtcooking. We're going to be doing the cookie recipe that I'm sure a lot of you know. Some of you have even tried doing the recipe yourself. Some of you have tried the cookies, never tried doing the recipe, probably have no plans to do it, but anyway. I'll show you guys how we do it from start to finish. I prepped all the ingredients. I have the pans on the side. We'll start by preheating the oven on bake, not convection bake, to 350. That's very important. I don't really know the science behind it, but it's very important. Always open your oven door to make sure there's nothing inside. This is sort of like a Twitch stream, except that it's just a video. Maybe that's what I have to do. I have to start making streaming videos on Twitch. Is there any people doing that? I know there's people playing games and stuff on Twitch. I don't know if people cook. Anyway, no cuts, by the way, in this episode. So we're going to start off nice and simple. As I said, we have all the ingredients: chocolate chips, baking soda, salt, vanilla, flour. We have the eggs, we have white and brown sugar, and we have the butter. We have the KitchenAid stand mixer, the bowl lift one. If you're wondering why I haven't uploaded in a while, apart from the fact I only got 5 views per videos, and that's a little bit discouraging, is that my KitchenAid mixer broke after 32 days. I'm probably the only person in history to have broken one in 32 days. And my hand mixer also broke. And then I got very, very discouraged. Plus the weather's nice outside. So today the weather is bad and we're going to be doing this uncut video. Anyways, we're going to start with putting the sugar in the bowl. Usually I cut out all of these parts, and I usually cut out the parts where I say things that I shouldn't say. Now we're going to grab the butter. Hopefully I can grab it without dirtying my hands in, just putting it like this. And we'll get rid of this. That's the secret trick, is we have the garbage behind the counter when usually we have it either under the sink or somewhere else. Hope this mic is catching. We're going to get rid of this knife for now. And we'll just mix this. Oh, let's lift the bowl. All right, now we'll just mix this. The speed, I think I have it on maybe 5 or 6. Doesn't really matter. I mean, and it spins it around. It sort of makes a bit of like a granular crust. Sugar and butter mixed like this together. You can use it as a base for many recipes. This cookie dough recipe, as a whole, could be used as a base for many cakes. It's really not only for cookies. You can do what you want. Now we're going to spin this. See, at this point is usually when I would tell a story that has nothing to do with the recipe. And usually these stories get me in trouble every time I talk about them, so this time we'll just avoid saying that. All uncut. Never stick this in a rotating KitchenAid machine or in any rotating thing. Really, when something's rotating, just don't put your finger or anything in there, but here in the Tshirtcooking kitchen, we do what we want. And that's just the way it is. See, I usually cut those parts out where things fly out and just hit me in the face, but not this time. At the cost of butter, I should have probably kept that, but not this time. Now that it's spinning and it sort of looks like some sort of base here, we'll turn it off, drop the bowl, we'll scrape the sides. Remember, if you don't make a mess in your kitchen, you're probably not doing it right. So make sure that you get your kitchen dirty, and then you spend 40 minutes cleaning when the recipe only took 5 minutes to make. We'll do this like this. Now we'll lift again, and we spin again. Very simple. Usually what you do is, if you're doing this recipe on your own, is while this is spinning, you prep the other things. You either crack the eggs, you get the flour, you get whatever. I mean, you don't all prep it in one shot like this. You know, while the oven's preheating, the oven right now is at 190. I have it preheating to 350. Now it's at 190. Oh, okay, it went back. But anyway, I don't know why it's losing heat. Whatever. So this should be done spinning, maybe. Doesn't matter, for the sake of the video, it's done spinning. We just scrape the sides once again. You know, most of my videos could probably be replaced by a 30-second TikTok, but I don't like that. You know, one of my good friends, and some of you may know him, Purple Crumbs, told me about 6 years ago that TikTok will become a really big app. And he's like, you need to get on it, you need to get on it. Just make sure that like you can get past the initial cringe. And then once you get past the initial cringe, then, you know, it's a really good app for content and all that. The thing is I was not able to get past the initial cringe. I downloaded it that same day, made an account, saw two 12-year-olds twerking, and I never went back. That was bad. No amount of soap was able to cleanse my eyes after that. Now we're gonna put the eggs in. Now people say you're supposed to put one egg at a time or just the egg yolks or whatever. I don't even know how to separate egg yolk from the egg. That sounds very complex. You know, they say you add in the eggs gradually as you're mixing or whatever. I don't know, honestly I've always done it like this and my cookies are great, so it is what it is. We'll put the vanilla like that. And I'll put this in the sink as well. Uncut. Tshirtcooking, this is the way. You know, I don't need to be making these videos. I actually have a lot of things that I need to do during the day. But for the probably 4.5 fans that I have, these videos are for you. So I just want you guys all to know that I truly appreciate you guys commenting, liking, sharing, doing whatever it is that you do. I don't really know if any of you actually share, but nevertheless, I do see some comments, I do see some likes. Now we'll do the same thing, we'll just bring it down, we'll scrape the side wall. By the way, I have a lot of other great videos with great recipes, so don't forget to check those out. If you're a first-time viewer and this is the first video of mine that you're watching, if you made it this far, I promise I do have a lot of good videos, but nobody cares really. It is what it is. Maybe one day we'll make it big. Also, I noticed I recently hit 300 subs. We're putting the baking soda in here. Baking soda, a lot of people say you need to dilute it in water. I think I did that in my first video. But I've made probably thousands of cookies since. Legitimately thousands. And I've never had to do that. Now we're going to put the flour. We're going to put maybe half in. We're going to put half. And let's spin it. Never put the flour in while it's spinning. I learned that a few episodes ago that it's not a good idea. It just shoots everywhere in your house. And the thing is, when flour gets into the air, it takes hours to settle. So you might go wipe your counter and it'll be clean, but then go the next morning and wipe your counter and it'll be dirty. Anyway, I was saying something, then I went off on another random tangent. But yeah, about TikTok, you know what pisses me off is those videos, and I probably shouldn't be critiquing other people's content, especially since, you know, they're more successful than I am in terms of content. But those videos where people film themselves crying, or like in times of trauma. Imagine me setting up the tripod like this, the lights like this, going and spend $280 to get my hair done, get the makeup done, so I can go in front of the camera, cry and throw a fit for a few seconds, then I'll go to the camera, turn it off, send it to my editor because I don't do the editing myself, send it to my editor. Some creepy dude who likely never wears a shirt and has cheese under his armpits is going to edit this video, put the most cringe caption possible, and then someone's going to post this proudly, and then it's going to get probably 8.5 million views while I'm over here struggling, making cookies, investing, spending money, you know, just trying to make things happen, legitimately helping people here. Remember, these cookies are great for many things, you know. Perhaps you're having a bad day, make some cookies. Perhaps you did something wrong, go somewhere and bring these cookies. This is also a good social tool. If you're like me and severely dislike socializing, then what you do is you just show up with a bunch of cookies and then suddenly, you know, that opens up the conversation on its own. At which point sometimes the conversation immediately becomes overbearing, and then I just look at my watch the entire time. I don't wear watches, but what I'll do is I'll explicitly look at my watch like this and say, all right, let's see what time it is and how much longer I have to be here, whilst I'm in front of the person I'm conversing with to sort of demonstrate that I don't want to be there. Back to the cookies. We're going to add more flour. I really hope this mic is working. It's my first time using this mic for an episode. I really hope it's working. If this mic's not working, I'm deleting the channel. Oh, a bit of flour fell over here. Remember, if you're not making a mess, you're not doing it right. Now we keep mixing. If I had the budget for a second camera, I'd show you guys what it looks like, but I don't. And yeah, this is what it is. I mean, also, if anybody wants to edit my videos for free, we have no budget to pay you. I really can't pay you. I only have 300 subs, so that was only recently, and it keeps bouncing like to 299 to 300, 299 to 300. Surprisingly, it's 2 months that I haven't uploaded a video, but yeah, my t-shirt sales are through the roof. but I only make like $1.60 off each t-shirt. It's really just doing it for the meme. There's no money being made on that website. I think I need to sell like 1,600 tees a year, which is, you know, almost 5 a day to even cut, sorry, not cut, but break even. It's all good. Here at T-shirt cooking, as I said, we do it for the people. We don't do it for me. Doesn't matter. I don't matter. It's the people who matter. Now we're gonna get this spinning. Now, using the magic of TV, we're going to move this to the side. And we'll keep this here. And I already have 2 plaques with a correctly cut piece of parchment on each one. When I say correctly cut, I mean this is not straight at all, but that's what we're getting. Imagine I forgot to press play right now. That would be horrible. Wow, that would... Should I go check? No, let's not check. Let's just believe. The oven rang. Seems like it's good. So what's going on in here? Love that warm. Sometimes I just open the oven and I just put my t-shirt over it and I get the heat. Horrible for the electricity bill, but it is what it is. Now we'll just check out what's going on over here. We'll turn the sides, and I'll tell you why it's important to always brush the sides. Is because if you don't properly brush the sides, you can get like hard pieces or just inconsistency in your cookies or in anything that you're baking. Always push the sides. I don't know why nobody does that. Like every time I watch these other YouTubers, they just don't do that. I mean, of course they're not, you know, cooking themselves. When you're at 2-3 million subs, and you're not doing anything really. Those people at the end of the video are perfectly clean. You know they didn't do any of that cooking, that they have 6 people behind the scenes making it. Unlike me, it's just me. I'm the director, photographer, videographer, editor, graphic designer, script writer, narrator, actor, presenter. I don't know, there's a few more. We should do like a scene where we zoom in, and every single time I name a position that I'm filming on my own, we just zoom in closer and closer till it gets awkwardly close and you can see the acne development on my face. Alright, I forgot, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, chocolate chips. Let's take this out. I'll add the chocolate chips at the end. Some people say you should add them like gradually and mix. I don't know, should we do that? Let's try it. Let's try to gradually add. Is that too gradual, not gradual enough? I can't tell if this is even making a difference. What's it supposed to do if I gradually add this? I don't know, we still have some left here. Let's just put the whole thing. Cool. T-shirt cooking, we try out new things so you don't have to. You know what's a really good recipe of mine that nobody's made yet, or nobody's told me they made yet, is my no-bake cheesecake. A lot of people have made my cookies, a lot of people have made the honey garlic chicken. Honey garlic chicken is really, really popular. But the no-bake cheesecake, I'm telling you, you guys need to try that, it's really good. It took me probably 10 tries, and way too much money with whipping cream and all the other ingredients, but really, really good recipe. I hope you can hear me with this thing going. By the way, I immediately know now that my other KitchenAid was definitely defective because this one makes a lot less noise straight out of the box than the other one. Alright, what's going on over here? Just becoming a big ball. Let's squeeze that out. I hate having to do this. There has to be a way to not have to do this. Every single one. See, so the bowl lift, there's pros and cons. Obviously, the ones with the flip, you could just flip this out and then you have everything here. But the bowl lift, you know, doesn't allow me to do that. But at the same time, you know, I could just do this, pour stuff in. Pros and cons. Here, let's take this out here. Looks like we're dealing with lots. I see this would have to do with the bowl lift. I can't just take out this piece here without making a mess. We'll just take out the whole thing here. And let's see what's going on. I have at least like 15 cookies in here that are stuck. So you don't see this on my other YouTube videos. You definitely don't see this on the pros. The pro YouTube videos, they don't show you any of these inconveniences. As I said, they're perfectly clean at the end of the episode. You know they didn't do any of that. See here, I'm doing it. This is what I'm doing on a Saturday, guys. Crazy. I mean, I did go on a run earlier on my treadmill, and then I went on my spinning bike for a bit. Then I pooped. For the second time today. Then I showered. Always poop before showering. When you do the opposite, I mean, you just gotta go back in the shower. It just doesn't feel right. Anyway. let's move on with it. Somebody might flag me for speaking of that. All right, I think we're good here. We could get rid of this for now. See, I would lick this, but that's disgusting. And yeah, we don't do that here. You know, sometimes you see in the video and they're like, haha, you know, and they go with the finger and then they lick it. What is that? You didn't even make those cookies. What are you doing? Brush your teeth. Anyway. Very important, by the way, brush your teeth, floss. I've already flossed twice today. Haven't eaten a single thing today, but I flossed twice. It's just for good measure. Might also explain why sometimes I have, you know, inflammation in the gums. Maybe I'm flossing too much, but, you know, could be worse. All right, very simple. Some people wear gloves, some people don't. I'm not wearing gloves today. That's what adds the extra taste. It's like when you go somewhere for a poutine, and, you know, Ginette is pissed and, you know, she's looking at you, she's angry, you know, she hasn't taken a shower in 3 weeks. Those are the best poutines. You have Sébastien in the back, he has cheese under his armpits. You know that's where the curd's coming from. Unparalleled taste. To make the cookies, I mean, there's no real rhyme or reason here. You just make a ball. That's it. Just like that. Grab some over here. Just make another ball. All different sizes, of course. Now, this is very important, by the way. I'm sure nobody's made it this far in the video, but this is very important. Now, when you're making cookies, you always want to bake them medium rare. Now, I'll explain. You want to bake them enough so that you don't get poisoned by the bacteria in the flour. So if you're using heat-treated flour, even better, you cook your cookies even less because then they become soft. Soft and gooey and, like, you know, still somewhat have a texture. But if you overcook your cookies, they become mini hard pancakes or something. At that point, honestly, just like put ice cream between them and put them in the freezer and just make ice cream sandwiches if you overbake your cookies. Because cookies is better to underbake than overbake. Unlike chicken, you really want to make sure that, you know, you don't get salmonella poisoning. But if you're like me and you use a cutting board most of the time, chances are your cutting board has salmonella already built in. So at this point, I'm going for that immunity, sort of like David Blaine. I don't know if you guys know, but he has that whole thing where he makes an aquarium in his stomach so he can have the frogs. He trained himself to be immune to salmonella poisoning so he could eat that raw chicken that they serve in Japan. I'm going to Japan soon, by the way. Maybe I should make t-shirt cooking episodes there. Imagine me ruining my vacation by going around with a camera, just making videos so 5 people could watch them. Maybe watch them. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. It's weird. Also, it's cringe walking around with a camera when you have no fans like I do. If I was like established, then I'd do it, but I'll stick to doing other cringy things. All right, we're just making cookies. This is really it, by the way, guys. This is the video. I have nothing else to show you guys here. I mean, I put it in the oven, I take it out. We're not going to stand here, you know, for 10 minutes staring at the oven. Or maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe we'll see where this video goes. But anyway, this is how we make the cookies. I also want to show you guys something too, that what I do is, I'll just push down on the cookie like that a bit. You just push down like that. Gives me an approximate understanding of how much the cookie will spread. Now, of course, if you use more baking soda, may raise higher, may raise less, or may not raise as much, should I say. But that's basically the cookie. That was it. What else do I have to show you? Nothing really. I mean, good thing that I made it through this video without saying anything that will cancel me. So thanks guys for watching. Thank you for hitting 300 subs. Please comment, like, watch this video, don't watch this video. I don't know, while you're like cleaning around the house or something, put the video on. Who knows? We never know where these videos will go. Maybe one day I'll become popular. Maybe I won't. Do I want that? We don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I should probably cut this video. Why am I still rambling? Okay, cut the video. I say that as if I have a videographer behind the camera, but it's just me. Like, I have to actually stop what I'm doing to go cut the video. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.